Imagine dropping 7 grand on what KTM calls the ultimate dirt-conquering middleweight adventure bike, only to find out a no-name Chinese twin from CFMOTO does almost everything better for 6.5. Is the 390 Adventure R overrated hype, or does the Ibex 450 finally prove you don't need Austrian engineering to own the trails? Stick around, because by the end, you'll know exactly which one belongs in your garage. Alright, so today we're throwing down between two fresh 2025 middleweight adventure machines that are shaking up the segment. The KTM 390 Adventure R and the CFMOTO Ibex 450. These aren't your grandpa's commuters. They're built for guys like you and me who want to blast out of the city on pavement, then dive into some rutted fire roads or sandy washes without the bike folding like a cheap lawn chair. The KTM's got that sharp, rally-bred edge from a company that's won more Dakar stages than I have bad hair days, while the CFMOTO's the underdog import that's suddenly packing premium parts like KYB suspension and Bosch electronics at a price that makes you double-check the sticker. We're going to break them down side by side, category by category, with all the real numbers. No fluff, just what matters when you're twisting the throttle in the real world. Let's jump in.
First up, design and looks. Man, these bikes couldn't look more different if they tried. But that's kind of the point. The KTM 390 Adventure R screams, "I'm here to rally." It's got that aggressive, chopped-up stance with a tall, slim rally-style windshield that barely clears your chin, and a high-mounted navigation tower that makes it feel like a mini 890 Adventure shrunk in the wash. The body works all sharp angles. The headlight mask is this coffin-shaped LED setup with daytime running lights that wrap around like angry eyes, and the tank's got these flared spoilers that widen out toward the seat for better knee grip when you're standing on the pegs, hammering through whoops. It's painted in that signature KTM orange with black accents, and there's a beefy engine guard slung low to shield the cases from rocks. Overall, it's got this raw, purposeful vibe, like if a dirt bike and a supermoto had a love child raised by desert racers. Weighs in dry at 364 pounds, so it feels light and flickable, but that 10.7 inches of ground clearance means you're not scraping the belly on every log. Now, flip to the CFMOTO Ibex 450, and it's more like the approachable buddy who shows up with better gear than you expected. The styling's cleaner, almost 10A inspired, with a broader fairing and a windshield that's adjustable on the fly. Slide it up for highway wind protection or down for trail visibility without tools. The LED headlights are stacked and rounded, giving it a friendlier face, but don't sleep on the details. Folding mirrors that won't snap off in a low-speed tip-over, handguards that actually cover your knuckles, and a rear rack ready for panniers right out of the box. The tank's got a more rounded shape for easier leg movement, and is finished in Zephyr Blue or Tundra Gray, subtle colors that don't scream for attention, but look sharp under dirt. At 386 pounds dry, or about 418 pounds fueled up, it's a hair heavier, but that trellis frame and chromoly steel keeps it stable without feeling boat-like. Ground clearance is 8.7 inches, solid, but not as skid plate kissing as the KTM's. If you're the type who wants a bike that blends into a group ride without looking like it's trying too hard, the Ibex wins the everyday appeal. The KTM's for when you want to turn heads at the trailhead.
Moving on to the engines, the heart of any bike, right? This is where things get interesting because one's a thumper, the other's a twin, and they both punch above their weight class. The KTM's packing a 399cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder with DOHC and 4 valves bored out to 89 by 60 millimeters. It cranks 44 horsepower at 8,500 RPM and 29 pound-feet of torque at 6,500 RPM. That single makes a glorious lumpy bark. Think of it like a mini LC4 from the big KTM's, with vibes that tingle your feet just enough to remind you you're alive. It's got Bosch ride-by-wire throttle for smooth inputs, and it's Euro 5.2 compliant with 79 grams per kilometer CO2, so it's clean but punchy. Low-end grunt is strong for a single, pulling hard from 3,000 RPM without much drama, and top-end revs out quick for highway passes. I've felt similar setups on older 390s, and they just beg you to row through the gears on twisties. Contrast that with the Ibex 450's 449cc parallel twin, also liquid-cooled, DOHC, but with a 270-degree crank that fakes V-twin pulses for that uneven firing order pop. Bore and stroke are 72 by 55.2, compression at 11.5 to 1, Bosch EFI, and it squeezes out 44 horses at 8,500 RPM, same peak power as the KTM, but with 32.5 pound-feet of torque at 6,250 RPM for more mid-range shove. That extra torque means it feels livelier off the line, less need to downshift for hills, and the dual counterbalancers keep vibes minimal even at 70 miles per hour cruises. It's quieter too, more refined for all-day slogs, and the slipper clutch makes downshifts buttery without rear wheel hop. In real riding, the twin's smoother character shines on mixed pavement and gravel, where the single's buzz can wear on you after hours. But if you love that raw, characterful single-cylinder snarl that echoes off canyon walls, the KTM's got soul the Ibex can't match. Edge to CFMOTO for versatility, but it's close. Transmission-wise, both are 6-speed boxes, but the details matter. KTM's improved gearbox from the last gen is slick, with a lighter action and that RBW throttle tying in for precise shifts. No notchy clunks here. It's chain-driven with a 520 X-ring for low maintenance. The Ibex matches with a wet multi-plate slipper clutch that engages smooth and prevents lockup on hard downshifts. Super handy when you're trail braking into corners. Both have chain drives, but CFMOTO's tubeless spokes make tire swaps easier without patches. No major gripes, they're both refined enough that you forget about them after the first hour.
Fuel and range. Nobody wants to push a bike home from the middle of nowhere. The KTM's 3.7-gallon tank is decent for its size, and with claimed economy around 50 to 55 mpg on mixed riding, you're looking at 180 to 200 miles per fill-up. That slim tank shape aids ergonomics, letting shorter riders hug it better, and the petcock's got reserved for emergencies. But let's be real, on pure dirt, it might dip to 45 mpg if you're pinned, cutting range to 165 miles. The Ibex pulls ahead with a bigger 4.6-gallon tank. Hello, 220, 250-mile range at 48 to 52 mpg. That extra 0.9 gallons means fewer gas station stops on cross-state hauls. And since it's got better low RPM torque, it sips fuel more efficiently in traffic, or at steady 65. I've nursed similar twins through 300-mile days without sweat, and the Ibex feels built for that. If your adventures involve mapping out remote routes, the CFMOTO's the smarter pick. KTM's fine for weekend warriors. Suspension's where these bikes earn their adventure stripes, and both are dialed for rough stuff without breaking the bank. KTM's Whip Apex setup is top shelf, 43mm open cartridge fork up front with 9.1 inches of travel, adjustable for compression and rebound in 30-click increments, easy to tweak at a stop for softer sand or stiffer rocks. Rear is a Whip Apex split piston shock, same 9.1-inch travel with 20-click rebound and tool-adjusted preload. It's plush over chatter, but holds up and jumps, giving that planted feel on fast fire roads. Riders say it soaks up 4-inch whoops like they're potholes. The Ibex counters with KYB gear, 41mm fork, fully adjustable compression, rebound, and preload, 7.9-inch travel, rear shock, adjustable preload and rebound, same travel. It's not quite as plush as WP, but for $500 less, it's impressive. Stout enough for loaded touring with panniers, and you can firm it up for highway stability. In tests, it handled rutted trails well, but bottomed a tad more on big hits than the KTM. If you're serious about gnarly single track, KTM's extra travel and premium damping win. For 80/20 road off, the Ibex's adjustability keeps it competitive without fuss. Brakes and safety tech. Stopping power saves lives, especially loaded down. Both run 320mm front discs, but KTM's bi-bray radial 2-piston caliper bites hard with cornering ABS that lets you threshold brake mid-turn without drama. Rear is 240mm disc with single-piston caliper, and off-road ABS disables the rear for slides. Add cornering MTC for traction that cuts in smooth, and you've got confidence to pin it anywhere. Ibex matches the front disc size, but steps up with a 4-piston J1 caliper, more initial bite for aggressive stops, and same 240mm rear with single piston. Bosch dual-channel ABS with rear switch-off for dirt, plus switchable TCS that intervenes quick but not intrusively. No cornering-specific stuff, but it's plenty for the power. Both have LED lights all around, with KTM's ultra-bright setup edging out for night rides. Safety's a tie. but KTM's advanced aids feel more pro-level. Wheels and tires. KTM's 21-inch front and 18-inch rear spoked wheels are tube type, wrapped in Mitas Enduro Trail EO7 Plus knobbies, 90-90-21 front, 140-80-18 rear, for legit grip in mud or loose gravel. They're heavy duty to shrug off potholes, but tubes mean more hassle if you pinch one. Ibex goes tubeless on 21-18 wire spokes, huge win for trailside fixes with just a plug kit, and CST dual sport tires, 90-90-21 front, 140-70-18 rear. They're a bit more road-based but hook up fine off pavement. Both setups roll over obstacles easy, but CFMOTO's tubeless convenience tips it for remote adventures.
Electronics and tech. Don't sleep on the cockpit, because it keeps you connected out there. KTM's 5-inch full-color TFT display auto-dims for sunlight, shows revs with a blinking shift light, and integrates KTM Connect for phone calls, music, and turn-by-turn nav via app. Multifunction switchgear lets you scroll menus on the fly, plus USB-C charging. Optional cruise control is a game-changer for slabs. Ibex's 5-inch TFT is similar. Bluetooth for the CFMOTO Ride app with diagnostics, riding logs, calls, tunes, and nav. It tracks your stats like a digital garage, and the switchgear's intuitive. Both have ride modes. KTM Street, Rain, Off-Road with always-on memory. Ibex has similar, plus TCS levels. KTM feels more integrated, but Ibex's app adds fun data nerdery.
Comfort and ergonomics, because no bike's fun if it beats you up after 100 miles. KTM's single-piece step seat at 35.2 inches high is firm for off-road control, removable for airbox access, and Power Parts offers softer or taller options. Foot pegs are wide, off-road style with 2 positions and removable rubbers. Grippy in boots, comfy in sneakers. Handlebars are upright, tank narrow for stand-up moves, and that low center of gravity makes it nimble for 5'8" riders. Ibex's seat adjusts to 32.3 inches standard or 31.5 low, better for shorter folks, an optional tall kit to 34.3. It's plusher for long hauls with a small under-seat storage. Pegs are adjustable too, matched to street or dirt boots, and the bars have more sweep for relaxed posture. Windshield adjustment kills buffeting, handguards block brush. CFMOTO edges comfort for mixed use, KTM's more aggressive for pure adventure. Dimensions, weight, and handling wrap the chassis story. KTM's 58.3-inch wheelbase, 110mm rake, 4.3-inch trail, quick steering for tight trails, stable at speed. At 364 pounds dry, it flicks like a 250 Enduro. Ibex's longer 59.3-inch wheelbase, similar geometry, but 418 pounds fueled feels steadier on highways, less twitchy in ruts. Both handle loaded, but KTM's lighter bias shines unloaded off-road.
Finally, price and value, the gut punch. KTM, $6,999 MSRP, plus $575 freight, street price around $7,200. You get premium WP, Vibre, and that KTM badge for resale. Ibex, $6,499, freight included often, $6,600 out the door. KYB, J1, Bosch at half the markup, still. Warranties 1 year unlimited both, but CFMOTO's dealer network's growing fast. So wrapping this up, the KTM 390 Adventure R is the razor-sharp tool for hardcore dirt hounds who crave single-cylinder character and don't mind the premium for WP magic. It's lighter, taller, and more rally-ready. But the Ibex 450 steals the crown for most riders. Smoother twin, bigger tank, adjustable everything. Tubeless wheels, all for $1,000 less. If your rides mix 60% road and 40% gravel, grab the Ibex and bank the savings for gear. Pure off-road, KTM's your beast. Either way, these prove you don't need 1,000 cc's to chase horizons. Hit subscribe if you want more head-to-heads like this.